Good day, everybody. It's Max, and welcome back to Satisfactory Update 4. That's right. This being episode 18, and it is oil time. Now, last episode, we went around and we hunted around for some hard drives, and we were looking for some specific things. Specifically, we needed 2 or 3 different formulas to get out of them hard drives, and of course, once we had them, we'll be able to do a little more with that in a few episodes. But right now, we just got to get some basic oil setup going. So let's get in there, get some basic oil up and running today so as we can get some better oil running very soon. Okay, it's actually past midday. It's actually going to be getting dark here fairly soon. But, hey, we got what we got to get. We got to get the stuff and the things, and that, of course, is the things and the stuff that we want. So, out of these hard drives, of course, that we were researching, we were looking for a few specific things, okay? One of the things we needed to get was polymer resin, all right? That, of course, allows us to convert oil into a byproduct of residual oil and a polymer resin. The other 2 things we're really on the lookout for was recycled plastic and recycled rubber. Now, so when, of course, you go to make plastic and rubber, of course, you can just select plastic and rubber, right? Sure. Except the alternate recipes actually work a lot better in a very quirky, weird way and with a lot of finagling, right? Which we're going to have a look at soon enough, but that's not for today. But we got our formulas. Another thing that is a little bit of a side note here, if I take Mr. Constructor here, are we out of reinforced plate? No, I think it's because it's downstairs in the truck. Alright, but I'll take this one. Throw this down here. Another great formula from hard drives is casting screws. Right? So by default, you need to make a bunch of iron rods, and then you got to turn them rods into screws, and a lot of that is a lot of hassle. Now, you can you can get formulas without screws in them, and I recommend that you do so. But there are a few things that you just cannot avoid getting screws for, and if that's the case, you should focus on getting the formula cast screws. This allows you to take iron ingots, and instead of having to convert them ingots into rods, which then convert into screws, it allows you to take them ingots and get directly to screws. It skips out an entire manufacturing step. And I mean, part of the biggest part of this base, if I just happen to use this refinery here just to have a peek, a large part of this base is rods to screws. And if we could have pulled out this whole entire step, we could have saved a chunk of change. Now, I don't do that with my starter base, okay? In fact, I intentionally build it with rods and screws because you need rods for things, you need screws for things, so why would I get rid of the rods altogether? Well, yes, I guess I could have made one machine somewhere, but I always do my starter bases or my supply bases with just your standard setup. That way you kind of get the groove and the feel and everything and how it works. Then I go hard drive hunting. Now, I did need to find one more hard drive to make that work. I got everything but the recycled plastic. I got the casting screws, I got the recycled rubber, I got the polymer resin, but I didn't get recycled plastic out of the drives that we had. So you can't look at that yet. Well, I guess we'll look at it now. So I went for a drive in the desert, and we expanded the platform by a whole lot. So our platform, which was this, is now 4 times that size. And this, of course, down here is going to be the future of oil. That's right. This, of course, now, again, this is probably a little over 2 hours work by hand. Again, remember, we're not using any mods. I don't even know if mods are workable yet in the Update 4 version. Maybe they are. Who knows? But in any case, I don't have mods, so this took a couple hours to do. And of course, right here, of course, is our 4 islands, which have all our 4 nodes of oil. And we're going to be taking those 4 nodes, and we're going to be making lots of rubber and plastic. But first, we are going to be doing any of that because we are just going to be hopeful to get a little bit of iron and or a little bit of rubber and plastic the old-fashioned way. Pump a little bit up, deal with the excess, throw a bunch of things out, and be done with it. The other thing we'll talk about here before it gets dark and I take the cut is the MAM. While I was out there rummaging around for a few hard drives, I also picked up a few extra supplies. Why not? Right? I mean, I'm out there driving around. You might as well pick up a few things so as you can bring them back to the MAM to have research. And of course, one of those was Criterium. So of course, we picked up a little bit more of that. And got that research done, a little more done, not all done, but a little more done. We'll just run over here to the MAM. Hey, ma'am. So a little bit more just to get the quick wire underway. That way it can be done. Now I see this is where they've added zip line. So this is my first time seeing zip line in here. That's pretty cool. We'll deal with that probably soon enough. That'll be the first time I ever play with that. That'll be pretty cool. So I needed the Criterium from one of the hard drives. I needed one quick wire. Okay, so I went and got a bunch of quick wire. I went and got a bunch of stuff and then made one quick wire. And then, of course, well, I had the extra ingots left over, so then I came back here. But I haven't gone any farther than that. The next thing is sulfur. Yes, so I stopped by another hard drive, and I knew there was sulfur right beside it. So I picked up the sulfur just to get the research started on that. And then, of course, now it wants me to grab some coal and do some things, and we'll do that too. The quartz is no different. Neither is the slug or the nutrients. The mycelia is the same, and the rest of this is the same. Nothing else different there. We're plugging in hard drives and just wanted to show you that there was a little bit of extra. So I still have 7 hard drives. That's because I basically just went up along the coast picking up hard drives, right? There's basically 2 freebies over in the oil. They're not easy to get, but they don't require anything. You just got to fight the monsters off. Then, of course, there's a couple more hard drives up by the waterfalls just before you get to the grassy plains. And, of course, again, they're not overly difficult to get to. They're just, you got to have a few items with you. And then the grassy plains themselves has 2. Actually, it has 3. And the third one is where I picked up the sulfur. The rocky desert has 2 things that it's missing. One is coal, and you have to drag coal back from somewhere, and that's what we did. The other is sulfur. Yeah, there's no sulfur here either. And the nearest sulfur is going to be way over at the power plant, actually on the other side of that inlet. And there's a couple of sulfur up in there. But there really isn't a whole lot of sulfur around. So, that is something that we are going to have to deal with when the time comes. But anyway, it's getting dark now. I'm going to run around, grab some supplies, do some things, and then we're going to run a wire all the way up to that corner up there because, hey, we want to do some power and, well, we won't be able to do power with oil, but we do need some oil. We do need the stuff. Because we need this. I want the manufacturer. First of all, my heavy modular frames need to get made. That's a thing. So we want those. But we also want to try and at least get the truck. Yeah, truck. And of course, we can get the computer going. And then, of course, we can start focusing on this because we're going to need the packager for our oil build setup. And, I don't know. We'll see with the gas mask. Maybe. And of course, now I am not big on fuel generation. I never have been. I will build coal generators all day until I can get the nuclear. I just find fuel generation kind of got a little complicated. And I don't know. We'll see. we'll see what we do. Maybe I throw a few down just for the funsies of it, but I don't know. But we do want the Mark IVs, even though I know where all this is. I've been driving all over the place picking it up, but it's nice to add it to the scanner, I guess. The scanner, which I don't have because I really didn't need it. And of course, Mark IV belts definitely is going to be important. I hate Mark IV belt. I'd rather just fight to get to Mark V, but we are going to need to use some Mark IV belt when we do the oil build. So there's not much I can do about that. We're going to have it. Got to have it. Pipeline engineering 2 is important, very important. We need the Mark II pipes and we need the Mark II pumps. That is definitely something we got to have. I would love to have the jetpack. Yep. Of course. So there's all kinds of stuff we want, and we got to have that oil to make it. So I'm going to take the cut here, get a bunch of supplies together, and let's get over there and make some basic oil for this episode so as we can collect some stuff up and then get some real oil manufactured somewhere. All right, we got the beginner's basics going on to get the oil over here to do our initial build. But we got a few troublemakers. They want to give me a hard time. And so this, just before we deal with the troublemakers, this, of course, is where we're going to bring the oil up onto the platform. Of course, the mega, this platform is getting bigger all the time, isn't it? And of course, I'm just kind of putting the piping in ahead of time. Of course, you need, we've got 4 oil wells down here, so we're going to have 4 pipes. We're only going to use 1 right now, and really we want to upgrade the rest of this pipe to Mark II pipe, so we don't want to get too fancy with it anyway. But just to get it in here for now, to kind of get the measurement right and all that stuff, that's a thing that's done. Now, with that, I have brought the ground tractor, so my platform tractor's up there. My ground tractor I've brought over, because we got to deal with some troublemakers. Yepper, we do that. In fact, you know what? I better have another snackaroo before we do get all crazy here. There we go. I really should put more coal in the tractor before we get out here. Excuse me, would you mind if I ask you a few questions about, do you think global warming is a thing? It probably is, but it's probably not good anyway. Yeah, you're dead. Okay, where's your friends? Yeah, he got pretty excited. He's like, hey, where'd my brother go? Hey, my brother was right here. I know he was right here a second ago. I don't know what happened to him. Hey. I know, it's a really bad time for you. I know, it's too bad. So, now we've cleared out. Oh no, we're not done yet. No, we're not done yet. We got more troublemakers. There's always more troublemakers. Trouble on the horizon. In fact, well, you know what? We only need this 1 oil well for now. So we'll just come over here. But you can see there's more. There's trouble on the horizon. There's trouble on the horizon. Yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah, you're trying to do a back-end sneak attack on me, are you? Oh, hello. Oh no, I'm gonna kill you first because you got me first. Okay, cool. All right. Let's chew up a little bit here, big guy. All right. Yep. All right, let's get them other ones out here. Yep. Hey, what's going on? Not much. I love how they tried to do this big sweeping attack on you, right? Yeah, you should come here. Yeah. There we go. Glad we had that chit-chat. All right. Now for the 3 friends. Let's divide and conquer. Hello. Excuse me. I'm afraid I have to come in here for a second. Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry you fell down. That wasn't really part of my plan. Where'd you go? Oh, you're stuck in the tractor now. That's not good. Yeah. I know. Y'all got really excited now, right? You're all like, what's he doing? What's he doing? Yeah, I know. It's a mess. It's a mess. I keep running over you. It's a total mess. Yeah. You're dead. Hey, what are you doing inside my tractor besides being a nuisance? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're being a nuisance. Boom. Here. Where are you at? Yeah, why don't you get up for now? Okay, I'll take you on first. That's all right. That's fine. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? Are you still stuck in the tractor? All right. Here, I'll help you out. Okay, are you good now? All right, yay, everybody's gone. Interviews, they're hard to do nowadays. It's pretty crazy. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to just continue building that platform over here, and I'll have to kind of do a bit of a hustle. One, it's getting dark, and two, there's a bad guy that runs around here somewhere. He's probably right over there. But two, they will respawn. They will not be happy until I get a bunch of electricity down. They will be back. They'll be back. So we definitely want to get over there, and we want to get a few things done. Yep. Really, Tractor? Really? You know I'm busy down here, Tractor. You know I got things to do. I don't got time for all your busyness. Okay, I'm going to bring you back. I'm not going to put the oil well in yet. I gotta run some power line over here and some stuff like that. I got to fill out some more concrete. Looks like I got to pick some up too. See you shortly. Now, with the crack of dawn coming on, let's get down here and actually get some stuff done, because we need oil. Yipper. Okay. Hey, Tractor, what's up? Not much. Vroom, vroom. It's morning time. It's morning time. Yeah, so we've got the pipe run basically over here to hook it up. And we've run it over here now to where we're going to put in our oil pump and get it all up and running. So, again, this is all kind of just preliminary layouts. I'll do more later. Obviously, I don't need to do the other three right now because we're not doing that kind of build yet. But right now, we need you, my friend. Yes, you. Black gold. Oh, yes. I need you to do... No, not you. Not yet. Not yet. But you first. Hello there, big guy. How you doing? Yeah. Do that for me. Yes. You look very exciting. Yes, you definitely look like you have a bright future here on Planet Max. Let's hook you up with some power. Let's see what you can do. Well, you're definitely doing 240 per minute. Wow, that's pretty good, actually. What are you doing up here? Are you going to actually pump that up the hill? You going to make that all the way? Or, I don't know. I don't know what they come with an automatic lift, right? So I think it might be 10. So it looks like it's going to do it for us. Awesome. Look at that. That's perfect. If I don't have to add a pump here, I'm perfectly happy with that. All right. It's making its way down, making its way down, making its way down. That's right. You guys just keep right on pumping. Pump, 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 pump. Okay, here we go. Yep. You just keep filling that pipe right up. Okay, this is where it's going to get ugly. So let's just call it what it is right now. Now I guess we're gonna have to add our own pumps because got to get up there somehow. All right. I really wish they really didn't think about this, did they? Like, okay, I would really love to see how high that's going, but I can't zoom in, I can't zoom out, and I really can't do much more about it. I'm kind of done, right? So, okay, I guess I could do that. Yeah, so we're going to need 3 anyway. Have at it, big guy. So let's get the second one in there. And then we'll get the third. Yep, you can do that. And then get your third one in there. There we go. There we go. Okay. Of course, we've got our friendly neighborhood 3-peaters down here all ready and waiting just to hook into that to get them up there. There we go. There's number 2. And one for you, my friend. Pump away. Let's stand back. Make sure it's all looking kind of good. Yep. Pump, 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 pump. That's it. You just pump that liquid gold right up there. Awesome. Tractor, we'll be back. We got things to do. Zoom. Okay, again, this is a simple oil setup. I don't care about being efficient. I don't care about any of that. All I want to do is just get it to work. That's it. We're going to make 2 rubber and 2 plastic. I don't care about the heavy oil residue. It's perfectly fine. Whatever. All right. And I'm going to show you how we're going to take care of that in about 10 seconds. You're going to take care of that heavy oil residue like how everybody takes care of early oil residue. And that is, we're just going to literally throw it out. And we'll throw that in there. Give me my 8. Put that in there. Now, out on this side, you might as well give me that joint connector, because that'll just save me some time from having to put it over here. Okay. I need one right about there. You can go right about there. You, my fine sir, can do about that, and you can do just about that. Now, what are we doing with all this residue that we're going to have? Couldn't care less. Of course, we got these nice little fluid buffers when we kind of did the upgrade. So guess who's going to get a whole bunch of these? That's right. I have no problem shoving about 9 of these down and just let them fill up. And then I'll come along and just delete it all. Poof. Who cares? Now, I believe I am got... Just let me check a recipe here for a second. Yes. That's 6 oil. No. Nope. That's raw oil. Now, polymer resin actually does have a really good use later. You can use it as gas mask and other things. I know, it's really handy. But right now, it looks like we don't have that kind of formulation, so I'm not too worried about it. Guess what, guys? I just want you to do a thing here. Store up. Yep. Just like that. Couldn't care less about this. There you go. And every once in a while, I'll come down here and I'll empty the whole pipeline out, and it'll just go bye-bye. All right. Meanwhile, I do need you guys. Now, I could try and run a belt from here all the way down there. And I will eventually, right? Like, I mean, I will have my own box of rubber and plastic down there. Right now, this is a temporary setup. I just want to get some in to get the research done. Okay, so in this particular case, you'll see here we got a couple of containers. Wow, what are you doing with that, Max? I don't know what you're going to do with that, but that is not what we're going to do with that. And then we're going to slap that into this merger, and then you can just go right into that box, mister. Yep, same with you. You can go into there, you can go into there, and you can go into there. Okay, let's power this all up. Zoom, zoom. Just throw you out here. Notice I'm plugging everything into one power pole down here, and that's on purpose. Again, we try to take as few connections off the main line as possible. That way, if I need to kill power around the base, I know I can just come down here and kill one power pole, poof, and this whole thing is dead. Are you doing a thing for me? I hope so. I hear you doing things. Boom. There you go. Oh, yeah. There's some rubber. Do-do-do-do. And there's the plastic. Oh, yeah. I want you guys to make me lots of rubber and plastic. Now, you could actually probably double. I could have put a few extra machines down. Especially since our power usage at the moment isn't really hurting that much. Now, the only reason it's not hurting that much, even with our upgraded supply base, is because a lot of them containers are full, right? We're full of motors, we're full of frames, we're full of stuff. So a lot of the machines are actually sitting idle again. So they're not using a lot of power. So I could have probably gotten away with like maybe 3 or 4 more machines here in this corner and just let it do a thing, right? You guys are still running, right? You don't you stop running. You know, I expect you guys to keep right on running. That's what you just pump your ugly fluid up here, and it will run down here into this tank. And I couldn't care less about it. And then we're just gonna flush the pipe network and say bye-bye to it. It's like, yeah, whatever. I really don't care. What are you doing? Yeah, you got like such little amounts. It's going to take forever to fill this up. That's exactly what I want. I want you to, meanwhile, keep doing a thing here. Okay? All looking good. Looking good so far. How about this? We can come over here. We can check the pipe. You know. These, of course, have a max flow rate of 300. We'll get to the Mark IIs. They'll be higher later. Our pure nodes can only push out 240. And even if I overclock it, it's only going to go to 480. So, you know. But we're not going to need any more than that anyway. These 4 nodes for a 5 turbo, 5 supercomputer setup, I think these 4 nodes here will probably do it. You know, unlike my 50 turbo motor and all that craziness setup where I've got oil literally strewed across the lands. You know, a 5 turbo motor, 5 supercomputer setup, I'm pretty sure I can pull off with this 4 oil. We should be okay. If not, I could always put a train on and bring some more in, you know. But I think we're going to be okay, especially with the new Mark II stuff, because I think we can be able to push these 4 nodes to just be high enough to give me what I want. Especially with the alternate recipes, which is the whole point behind that gig. You betcha. What are you doing? You got 125. Come on, give me at least a couple hundred to take back with me, would you? Oh, look at that. You got a little bit of that. And of course, every time I come over here, I'll empty blah blah blah. Thanks, Max. You should, you know, try changing the batteries on that mouth of yours. We'll empty these out. That way, they don't. No sense having this fluid kicking around in here, right? You know, we'll come over here and we'll just say, yeah, the full pipe network. Bleh, you just get rid of that. Wait, what purple fluid? I don't know what you're talking about. Just get rid of that. I mean, that purple fluid, blah, blah, it's ugly. You know? Now, we got great use of the purple fluid later. Don't get me wrong. What's ugly now becomes your best friend later. That's why you should never treat anybody bad, because one day they could turn out to be a beautiful swan and you know, have the perfect job in the whole 9 years. But, you know, just saying. Right now, ugly. Don't need it. Yep. Don't need that at all. What are we at? Oh, you're at 172. Come on, man. I want to grab at least a couple hundred and take it back. I think I only need a couple hundred. For the upgrades. All right. Bring the tractor up here and get ready to scoot across. Really? Really? You know, fine. Good thing I got no other place to be right now. That's it. Spit that stuff out. Spit that stuff out. I didn't realize it was only 20 a minute. I definitely should have built more of you guys. Okay, we're going to empty these out again. Empty the full pipe network. We're going to do flush. And this should have at least a couple hundred of each. Yeah, give me that. No, don't climb it. Grab it. Give me those. Okay, let's get out of here. Zoom, zoom. We can wrap this episode up. I think it's going to be a little extra long episode. But yeah, there's our mini oil setup. Nothing too fancy. Again, I probably could have done 2 more refineries. But don't go all crazy on your first mini build. Right? That's a big mistake too. One, remember, you've only got so much power that you're playing with at the moment. You know, a lot of people, they'll shove down like 12, 14, and then they can't get them to run. Well, yeah, because, you know, your power network just not going to handle that. And you only need enough here to kind of get some upgrades done. So, you want to be focused on that instead, right? So, we're just going to grab a little bit, drive up here. See, a lot of this is sitting idle at the moment. That's the only reason we got the extra power. Boop. Okay. We want this. Definitely. Select milestone. Oh, yeah. We'll just run right over here. We'll grab us a little bit of wire. Really? Limestone. Couldn't care less about limestone. Give me this. You got 2, 4, 6, 8, 1,000. Here, put that away and give me that. All right, we're good now. I think I got a couple hundred engines on me. I do not. I've only got 95 engines on me. Okay. Really? I gotta go pick up 5 more engines? Fine. I will go pick up 5 more engines. Alright. Beep, beep. Get out of the way. Yeah, give me 1 stack of you, please. Okay, now, let's do this upgrade. Alright, you can have 100 of that, and you can have some of that, and you can have some of that, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Boom.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration. The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
Yes, 1 truck. Guess what we'll be building on the next episode? That's right. Probably a truck. Because it turns out I don't have the computers built yet, but on my hard drive hunt, I found 22 computers and 22 modular frames. That's enough for a truck. Oh yes, 1 truck. Next episode, we're going to let that run down there for a bit. We're going to get us some plastic and some rubber hung up in some boxes. And on the next episode, we're going to start, I would think, the bigger oil build. But before we do, we're going to have to do a couple more upgrades. And that, one of those, is going to be is the alternate fuel transport. We need the packager. So I should actually put that on the milestone list right now. We need the packager, so we got to have that. We used to do this in a refiner, but now that there's a packager, we got to do it this way, and that's fine. We need packager. We're gonna need some empty canisters and make all the things happen. With that, I'm Max. This is Satisfactory Update 4, and I am probably gonna see you on the next one. Take care.